everybody, Jake from GD Honey Acres here. I'm trying out my GoPro, I guess, in the vehicle for the first time, driving home after work. Got a busy evening ahead once I get home. I have to go and cover most of the garden because we are going to hit freezing temperatures in a couple nights. We got a bunch of clear plastic tubs I'm going to put over the plants. That way they're protected, and during the day it'll give it a little bit of a greenhouse effect to it, I guess. We did that with our flowers at the beginning of springtime when we dipped down pretty cold for a few nights, and that worked really well for them. Also, I'm getting a little antsy right now because tomorrow taking off a couple hours early, and the reason for that is I'm going to go pick up 4 nuke colonies. Now, for those of you that don't know, a nuke stands for nucleus, and it's either, depending on where you are, it's a 4 or 5 frame deep mini colony. So it's 4 to 5 frames of bees, a queen, and hopefully some brood and full drawn comb. That way when you put it into the bigger box, they're already established. You just got to make sure you feed them. Put your entrance reducer down to the 3/4 inch or 1 inch, depending on however big you made it or bought, and they'll be there. So hopefully tomorrow I don't have to do any kind of big repairs or rebuilds at work on any of the machinery I work on. Today all I had to do is I had to tear a pretty good sized cylinder off, and I had to use our overhead crane at work for that, because I'm not gonna wrench my back just trying to be all manly tough guy. No, I've got a piece of equipment I could use, I'm gonna use it. So I used the crane to pick that heavy son of a gun up and take it off, and replaced all the seals to stop an oil leak we were having. I mean, it was a pretty good oil leak. Over a week's time, while I'm waiting on parts, it'd probably leak, I don't know, I'd say at least 4 to 5 gallons of hydraulic oil on the floor that they were cleaning up all the time, the operators were. This is on a big hydraulic molding machine. That's what I do, by the way. I turn wrenches and deal with all the electrical on big hydraulic and electric molding machines. By big, I mean I'm 6'1", and the top of our smallest machine, at least in my department, is maybe another 1.5 feet taller than me. And every piece of equipment I work on with that are tear parts off. I think our smallest part would maybe be little cartridge valves, and they still weigh 2 to 3 pounds each. And our biggest piece that we'll tear off using the crane, which we got to do in the next couple months, that's probably at least an 8,000 pound part. So I work on big machinery, so anytime I could use a crane or have another person help me, I'd do it. All right, anyway, so tonight we're gonna cover up a lot of the plants on the garden, and then we are going to make our 1-to-1 sugar syrup for all 5 colonies tomorrow. Reason for that, we're going to give each one of them a quart of our 1-to-1 sugar syrup, and that way we can hopefully kind of minimize any kind of robbing, because the feed, the way we do it is on top of the inner cover, but I use that inner cover between the 2 deep boxes. So the brood chamber currently for all colonies is just the bottom box, and then it's my inner cover, and then the top box just to kind of protect the jar, and then the telescopic cover. And then we have the reducers. I switched those down in another video, put those all to my smallest setting. That way any guard bees for any colony will be able to better protect their hives from robbers, from other colonies coming in and stealing their resources. Now, another thing that I saw on Facebook today, apparently people don't realize that robber bees are actually just honeybees from another colony. And what they're doing is they're taking advantage of another colony that is much weaker than they are. And they're going in and they're fighting, battling it out, trying to kill all the guards. And once they get the guards down to a certain point, that robber colony, the ones that are going nuts at the bandits, they're going to go in and tear the cappings off any cells, steal the pollen, steal the honey, steal any nectar or what have you. They're going to take that back to their own hives, which in the process, that can end up killing the other hive they're robbing. Well, for now, I'm going to go ahead and end this first little GoPro video in my pickup driving home. And hopefully it turns out well. That way I can shoot a little bit tomorrow when I'm driving to go pick up my 4 nukes. And by the way, those 4 nukes, the guy's nice enough, he's letting me use his boxes to take them back to my place, and we're going to install them tomorrow night as well. So then the following night I'll have to take them back to him. So thankfully he's letting us borrow his nuke boxes that he already has, so that way I don't have to worry about trying to figure out how I'm going to block off my big boxes and keep those all in one, I don't know, one whole colony together, one hive put together, and try to keep it together in the back of my pickup driving home. Because where I'm going to pick these up, and even though it's on my way home from work, it's still a good hour and 5 minutes from home. I work about an hour and a half from home, so. All right, well, that's it. I'll catch you guys later. I'll pray for your family, you pray for mine. I hope you're staying healthy and having a decent time, not losing your minds during all this. Wash your hands, don't cough or sneeze on anyone else. Hope you're doing well. I'll catch y'all later.